Hey, good morning. I think I got everybody situated. Happy Thursday morning. Whew, it's been a morning already, guys. I don't know. I'm sure moms can relate to this. Have you ever just so much going on that you look at the clock and you're like, whew, this day has just it's been busy, and you look at the clock and it's not even 9 o'clock yet today. So got up, I worked out. I always get up and work out about 5:30. Got up, worked out, and then came home, did horse chores because waters needed to be done. And then I came inside and folded laundry and picked up the house and did all of that. And then I looked and I'm like, "Ooh, I got to get in the shower." So always done. Like, even if I don't leave the house, and some days I don't, even if I don't leave the house, I always take a shower. Then if I do get called out of the house, like if somebody wants to go see a home or whatever, I'm ready to go. Plus, I put my shoes on and it just makes me more productive in the day. I don't know if anybody else, the shoes are my key, is they just make me more productive and they make me ready to go. So I just get up, I get showered, I get ready to go. So anyway, jump right into it today, guys. If this is the first video you're watching of mine, you can win things. All right. It's super easy to win things. Okay. I am giving a free one-on-one away about real estate, buying, selling, whatever you need to ask me. If I don't know, I will find out or I'll direct you to somebody who does. Okay. But you can win a free one-on-one with me. All you need the video that you're watching, and you'll be entered in the drawing. Okay. That'll be done December 15th is when I will be giving away that. So now on to the topic today. I do like today's topic. Okay. This is something I get asked tons of questions about, because it may be something that has not been addressed with them or something they didn't know about. So I love this one just because I think it gives what you need to do. Okay. Now, guys, here's the thing: is I just got up on my website. The link, my website is in the thing. You can grab your free home, and that'll kind of walk you through. That'll kind of give you everything that you're going to need to do to check off from starting with financing all the way to making sure you can get utilities changed over. It's just kind of I don't know about you, but I just kind of like to be able to know. And actually I have a copy of it right here. So this is what it's going to look like. Kind of walks you through financing. And then the last item is, make sure you give your agent a review. Okay. So it kind of goes through everything. Love reviews, just because it helps for people when people do look at reviews. So agents always love reviews when you get that, but make sure you switch your utilities over to your name on closing, so they switch on closing date. So you can grab that in the description. Okay. So go ahead and grab that. But we're going to talk what to expect with home inspections. Okay. Or if they are a new home buyer, they just have never encountered this. So I'm talking why about home inspections, because I do think they're important, especially a new home buyer doesn't have a lot of money saved up. They're buying this house and they just don't have a lot of assets. If there were to go wrong, like the furnace went out or the air, or there was some kind of major structural thing, then you would know about that ahead of time. Okay. And there's ways around, and I'll get into that a little bit more, but there's ways around like the appliance and also as home buyers. Okay. So I'll get into that. That'll be next week's topic. We'll talk a little bit about that. Okay. So here's kind of the process of, first it's going to be something that your realtor sets up for you. it's going to be the home inspector of your choice. Okay. Don't fret. If you don't know a home inspector, okay, your realtor, your agent will, realtor agent should be able to give you some people that they have worked with. So they'll give you a list of people that you can choose from, and you can choose from them. If it boils down to price for you, then just ask your agent to find out what everybody's prices are. It is a little bit different for each home. Okay. So you can just ask per that home, you know, what they are. And then they can come to you and say, hey, this one's doing this one's this one's this. Okay. So they will have a list for you. Okay. The home inspector of your choice then will schedule. Back up. Let me back up. The home inspector get all of your information. They will send you an email. Typically, not every home inspector does this, but typically, I know like the ones that I like to do, they will send a home buyer an email with everything about the company, the time they've scheduled, and when they need to be there to meet. Okay. And they, a lot of times will get that. Okay. They will have an idea what, you know, they'll have an idea what it's going to cost you. So you have ahead of time. Okay. Let me back up. Which that home inspection will need to be paid for either at the time of the inspection or at closing time. Okay. So just, you'll either going to pay, and, you know, unless something weirdly negotiated, but it'll be paid for by the buyer. Okay. So the home inspector will then property and schedule the time for them. And they haven't usually figured out like X amount square footage takes me this amount of time, X amount of square. So they have an idea on how much time it's going to take them. So they are going to know how much earlier they need to be there than when you guys are going to meet. So say if you plan on meeting at 4:30 on a Thursday, go 2 to 3 hours ahead of time and do the inspection because they just want to meet with you. They need to have the property completely to themselves so they can kind of check out. They will go through the whole home and then they will flush toilets, check out every nook, every cranny, and they will list everything in that property that they see is not up to. Now, with that said, that does not mean that the seller has to bring it up to code. And I want to reiterate that because so many people get confused on that. Everything that is wrong with the property or not up to code, okay? It is not the seller's responsibility to bring everything up. The inspections, like I have said all week this week, they are to indicate any major health pests, okay? And pests are major, whether it's a small infestation of termites or a large one. Pests are always something that you want to look at. The only time looked at and nothing comes back, you know, like there's no pests, okay? So keep that in mind. So it's only major health, structural, and that's all that they are really concerning about. That's all what you're really concerning about with these inspections. But they will tell you everything. Like if a gutter is not hung right and it's creating ground erosion over time. So those are things that you can fix over the time that you are living there. Okay. Very scheduled time. So the inspector will go in, they will do their inspections. They will check for leaks, check for everything. Okay. They will do their inspections. Then when you get there at the meeting, they will walk through the home and talk to you about what is happening. Okay. What they've seen. All right. I have yet, even in new houses, are worse than homes that have been around for 50 years. Okay. But I have never been perfect that there's nothing that needs to be done. Okay. It's just what level of that it needs to be done. And it could be something as simple as GFCI outlets that need to be put in If it is a 50-year-old home and it's been that way for the last 50 years, probably not going to burn down tomorrow. Okay. I say probably, but probably not going to burn down tomorrow. All right. So they'll walk you through everything. Okay. Then you and your realtor will sit down and discuss what is important and what isn't. Okay. And this is sometimes have a conversation with you because it can make you a little uneasy when they give you a laundry list of stuff that needs to be done or that is not up. So this is where you need to lean on your realtor a little bit because this is your money that you are spending. This is where, there's a lot of, this is fake. So we get, as agents, we get that there is some animosity there. There's some anxiety with it. Okay. But we also, through training and through everything else, we try and walk you through it, everything that we have seen. And if you're they will say things like, this isn't up to code, not a big deal, that kind of thing. We do have inspectors. They think everything needs to be done, but you just kind of have down and discuss what needs to be actually asked for and what doesn't. The realtor will write this up and send it, and it'll start negotiations with you and the seller. Those terms are agreed upon, or you guys come to some sort of agreement about inspections, okay, and it can negotiate back and forth sometimes, but once you come to agreement, then these will need to be taken care of. What the seller agrees to will need to be taken care of before closing, unless that is already, if it's just something like, I know some money had to be put into an escrow for the thing to be fixed after the closing because they just couldn't get contractors. And sometimes that happens. There's just no contractors available to get it done, or it's something that the homeowner can't do themselves. So they're waiting on somebody to do it. So sometimes it happens. Okay. But your realtor will know how to handle it. Your mortgage company will know how to handle it. They'll get it figured out for you. Okay. So don't panic. Okay. And once the work is done, you will go through and you will make sure everything is done. Walk through. Okay. And typically if it's something major, like if it's a house and it's something major, then what will happen is the homeowner will need to provide a paid invoice or whatever that this work was done. Okay. And so you'll have to have a copy of that. So you'll know who has done the work and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of it with inspections. It's just kind of an overview walking through this, how the process works. And what, I can go into lots more detail of what inspectors are looking for and all of that kind of stuff. But just know that, let you know what is wrong with the property. And you're only looking for major stuff. Okay. You're only looking for major stuff. If it's a major electrical, which would be a structural, whatever, they're only looking for you're only looking for major stuff. Everything else can be handled at your convenience over the time you live there. Okay. So if you like this video and this give you some information, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, get over to YouTube and grab that subscribe button and hit the bell. The link is into my YouTube channel is in the description. If you're looking at buying a home and just would like a simple checklist, pop over to my website and grab this checklist. It's free. Okay. It's free. And pop over there and then you will have it. So you'll have kind of maybe an outline of all the processes and what you're going to need to make sure that you do what kind of the process. It's just a real vague outline. And but it's a good checklist to have them like, okay, I did this. I did this. I did this. I need checklists. My trusty calendar here because everything's in my calendar and I just start checking stuff off. Okay. So pop over there and grab that. All right. And if you like this information, you know where to ask and that stuff. I do have my free group. It's Mom CEOs. If you're like me, I'm the mom and I'm the CEO of this family. I have by default, not really that my husband and I have ever, my husband's ever said that I'm in charge, he's in charge, whatever. It's just that I am home to check into these things or do the research. And I'm just a person that I like to know more about it before I venture into stuff. He's more of a fly by the. That's probably why we work. All right. I'm just saying we've been married 20 some years, 22 years, and been together 24. So, I think we are. But if you're a mom like me who basically doesn't, just needs to have a checklist because the life is so busy, pop over and grab that. Okay. All right. I hope you guys see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. See you guys all soon.